welcome back everyone to DIY December Day 21, my series where I show you guys all of my DIY tips and tricks in a budget-friendly way. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how I made these shiny stickers. Now, this is very popular to do because not only does this look good, but it's also waterproof, so you don't have to worry about smudging or any of that other stuff with ink. Now, I decided to do this little touch for our welcome bag. What usually goes into a welcome bag is some essentials and usually some snacks that are favorites of the bride and groom. These obviously aren't a requirement for you to do, but it is a nice treat for all those guests that ended up booking under your room block at a hotel. So let's jump in on how to make these. Step one is coming up with your design. I love designing in Canva, so I did make these circle stickers in there. As you can see right now, there is a thin black outline just so I know where everything is going to be placed, but I do end up removing that and keeping the white circle there, so then when I go to bring this into Design Space, it's all ready to go. As always, I save this out as a PNG with transparent background so I could see the circle. If you're not a pro member and you can't get the transparent background to save, you're going to have to do the circle in Design Space. Once that's done, go ahead and upload this into Design Space. For image type, I'm selecting simple because it is simply a black and white image. For this, I'm not removing a background or anything, so I'm going to proceed on. And then for this, you're going to select print and cut. I did the same exact upload settings for all three stickers, and then I brought them into my canvas. If you like the size of how my stickers came out, make sure you're making them 1.4 inches for each sticker. For this size, you're going to get about 24 stickers, I believe, per sheet. Now, instead of making copies on our canvas, we're going to go on to the next step, and we are going to bring up our project copies to 8. And Design Space is going to lay out all those stickers nice and neat for you. Select continue and then send to printer. Make sure the correct printer is selected, and then I'm going to drop the bleed, but I'm going to use the system dialog. Now, if you have no idea what this is, it is going to be a little box that is actually hiding behind Design Space. Watch it pop up. And what this is it helps you modify all those print settings that you wouldn't be able to do in Design Space. So you're going to be able to select your paper quality, the type of print you want, all of that good stuff, and it's not going to come out really crappy. Whenever I forget to do this, it is the worst thing because it ends up looking like my design has a shadow on it and it just looks like a system error. So you want to make sure you do all these correctly. And before you go ahead and click send to print, make sure you are loading in your sticker paper. If you need a recommendation on one, I absolutely love this. I linked it on my storefront for you guys, so make sure you check it out there. When the paper is loaded in, you're good to print it. Now, instead of going right into cutting this with my Cricut, I'm actually going to put this little lamination glitter sheet on top of my design. It's just going to dress up my stickers nice so it doesn't feel like paper stickers. It's actually going to feel like a legit sticker with a shiny adhesive on top. Now, a very, very important thing you need to know. When you're adding something like this on top, you do not want to cover those little corner marks that the printer made for us. Cricut needs to be able to sense these corner marks in order to know where exactly it needs to cut on the sheet. So if you end up covering it, it's just going to reflect it and it's going to mess everything up. So as you see here, I am just trying to measure this out so I can cut this down to the exact shape that I need so it's inside those borders. Once you have it cut down to the perfect size, you're going to peel this back like it's transfer tape and you're going to actually adhere it right to that sheet. Again, make sure you're staying inside those little corner marks. Once it looks something like mine, you're ready to load it onto your Cricut mat and send it to cut. For mine, I ended up putting my Cricut on the Vinyl Plus setting just to make sure it got a deeper cut because technically this little adhesive is considered a vinyl. And then you're at your fun part. You get to stick every little snack you put into your welcome bag with all these little favorite stickers. A couple weeks before our wedding, me and my husband took a trip to Costco because it's our absolute favorite place, and we got everything in bulk and we picked out our favorite things. You definitely save the most money buying in bulk, so recommend if you are a member of Costco. So now that we're at the end of my tutorial, it is time for my Christmas giveaway as promised. But for this time, we are going to change it up a bit. I am actually going to have 2 winners for my bundle package, and I am going to have 5 other winners that are going to pick 3 templates off my Etsy shop of their choosing. So yes, that means I'm going to have 7 winners total. In order to qualify for this, you need to subscribe to me on my new YouTube account. Then come back here and drop a comment of what tutorial you want to see in the most detail possible on my YouTube account. I am allowing up to 3 entries for this, so make sure you're dropping your top 3 in 3 separate comments. All of my winners will be announced Christmas morning on my story, and I will reach out to you all personally. Good luck to everyone entering.